Hey, Spider-Man, how are you?
Good.
Did you know that my mommy says that I'm not gonna wear diapers anymore?
Ah!
Spider-Man, can you teach me how to go pee-pee on the potty?
Yes.
Yes! Oh, yay, yay, hooray! Oh, hang on. Aunt Karen's calling. Say hi, Aunt Karen.
Hi.
Hi, Aunt Karen. Hello, darling. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm just playing with Joshua, doing some, pre-potty training playtime.
You're doing what?
I've never heard of such a thing. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's, really just kind of getting him in the mindset and starting to prepare, I saw it on some mom blog, so I figured, what's the harm in trying?
Well, that is certainly interesting. Back in the day, my mama just took off my diaper and pulled me on the toilet and just gave me some underwear, and I just did my business, and it wasn't anyone else's business, and we didn't have to play any games about it.
Oh, Aunt Karen, you are about to be educated on the power of play. I'm Missy from Slumber and Bloom. I'm your pediatric sleep coach and potty training expert. If you're interested in these videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. Today, we are talking about something a little bit different, but still pertaining to potty training. We are talking about the power of play and how it can help your child potty train more easily. So as a little disclaimer, before I jump into some tips on how to use the power of play with potty training, I wanted to let you know that you should definitely do all of these play strategies long before you start potty training. Do not start these strategies the day before or the day of potty training. I want you to be doing these things about a month ahead of time, all the way up to the day you choose to potty train. Every child is different, and that means that they may have a different learning style. Some children learn from watching, some children learn from listening, some children learn from doing, and some children learn from making their own mistakes. Obviously, that's exactly how adults are as well. So I like to tell parents that potty training is really your first look into your child's unique learning style. Most importantly, children at a young age, especially toddlers, really learn through play. There is so much power in learning through play. When children are playing, they do not know that they are learning. So playing with your child and teaching them about potty training is a great way to get them started on going potty. When playing with your child and trying to talk about potty training with them, let your child be in control. Use their favorite toy and let them lead the play. Have your child teach their toy or stuffed animal, whatever you choose to use, but have your child teach that object how to go to the bathroom. Even if they've never done it before, just pretend that you are just having some grand old fun and hey, let's teach this little stuffed animal how to go potty. And don't even say anything about this is what you're gonna do when you go potty, or we're gonna potty train you soon, or any of that. Just leave it as we're gonna play with this toy and I want you to teach this toy how to go potty. That way you'll get a really distinct picture of how your child views going to the bathroom and where they stand on what they know about going potty. So another way that you can use play to help your child learn about potty training is having your child play with toy on toy. Now, if that sounds a little bit weird, basically what I mean is that your child is playing with 2 toys at a time. Maybe it's 2 dolls, maybe it's a dinosaur and a race car, who knows what it is. But no matter what it is, have your child use one as the child and one as the parent, and one toy teaches the other how to use the potty. If you are directly using this strategy with your child and you are playing with your child, then your child can be one of the toys and you can be the other toy, but your child can definitely do this independently as well. So while you're using these strategies with your child, there are certain things that I want you to focus on. So we really want to focus on teaching your child the difference between wet and dry. Does your child feel wet or do they feel dry? And a great way to teach them this without necessarily saying like, uh-oh, your diaper's wet, because they don't understand that. If your child's playing with a toy that can go in water, then you can have it swimming. So if they're playing with a Barbie or a plastic dolphin or bath toys or any type of thing like that, have it go swimming and say, oh, they're swimming, they're getting wet. Let's use a towel to dry it off, and make sure that you keep reiterating those words, wet and dry. If you are swimming with a Barbie in the bathtub and you might say, oh, the Barbie is swimming, she is wet. The Barbie is in the water getting wet. And then once you are taking the Barbie out of the water, you are reiterating the fact that we're taking the Barbie out of the water so that she can get dry, so she can be cozy and dry. We want to have your child learn to associate the difference between being wet and dry, and knowing that when their pants are wet or soiled, that they want them to be dry. So another aspect that I want you to focus on, which can kind of go hand in hand in the bathtub, is dirty versus clean. This is a concept that a lot of children naturally understand, especially if you do a lot of hands-on and sensory experiences with your child. But if you're in the bathtub, just for consistency's sake of this video, let's say that you are playing with race cars and your child really wanted to play with them outside that day. So I want you to go outside, gather them with your child, whatever toys you're getting, and you can either have a car wash in a bin outside, or if you're doing it in the bathtub like we talked about, you can have the toys go in the bathtub and say, these are dirty, this is dirty, we want to get it clean. And just keep saying, oh, they're dirty, we're gonna wash them off, they're dirty, we're gonna make them clean. And that is a great way to explain to them the difference between dirty versus clean. And then also using those words when you're changing their diaper, saying, this is a dirty diaper, I'm going to wipe you off, dry you off, and make you clean. Another aspect that I want you to focus on is teaching your child the difference between the front and the back. This is a very big milestone. These positional words between front and back and up and down and in and out, all those words are very important for your child to learn. But when you are about to potty train, knowing the difference between front and back is very, very important, especially if you're potty training a girl and you need to teach her to wipe from front to back. The best way to do this is honestly just everything you do, there's a front and a back. For example, take this pillow. This is the front of the pillow, this is the back of the pillow. And it's totally fine to lay down on the couch with your child and say, I'm going to lay my head on the front of this pillow. And then if you want to be silly, say, we're gonna have backwards day. I'm gonna lay on the back of this pillow. But everything has a front and a back. These are the fronts of your hands, right? Or are these the backs? I guess it depends on how you look at it. But this is the front and this is the back. Everything you do, you can teach your child front, back, front, back, front and back, front, back, front, back, front and back. Make it fun, because clearly girls just wanna have fun. Another thing you need to start practicing with your child is counting. Counting. You can count everything. Count the steps that you're taking. Count how long you're washing your hands for. Count their toys. Count any physical object. Make balls with Play-Doh and count how many balls you've made. There are so many opportunities to teach your child counting. So you need to have your child practice counting for potty training, so that when they are sitting on the potty, they can try and count at least to 10. Some kids are very adamant about getting on and then off and then on and then off, but if they can just sit and relax for 10 seconds, chances are they will pee. They also should be counting so that they can wash their hands and count to 20, count to 30, however high your child can count. Honestly, the longer they wash their hands, the better. But counting is an amazing skill that your child will definitely need while potty training. The last tip that I have for you when it comes to playing with your child and teaching about potty training is body awareness. It is so important for your child to know what their body parts are and what they do. A great way to play and really, teach your child different body parts is to play Simon Says. There are several books out there at your library or anywhere. If you want to buy them, you can buy them. You can check out your local library and get books about people's body parts. There are so many books out there. You can get books that are as anatomically correct as you would like, which I always recommend, or you can get whatever books that you are comfortable with showing your child. Another way that you could teach your child about body awareness is by showing them on a doll. Just simply pointing to body parts on the baby and telling your child what they are, or kind of quizzing them and asking them, do you know what this is? Do you know what that is? Do you know what this is? Do you know what these body parts do? It's really important to teach your child about what their different body parts do and why they're important. Children tend to be scared of what they don't understand, and that's why a lot of children have a fear of going poop, because they feel like they're losing a part of themselves and they just don't understand why it's happening. So really kind of educating them and telling them about what their tush or their butt or whatever you want to call it, what that body function is and why we have it is really important. And the more your child understands, the more comfortable they're going to be in the potty training situation. So with all of that being said, I hope that you found some really great, useful information on tips for playing and teaching your child and having them learn through play before potty training. If you are ready to potty train your child, then you should definitely come join my potty party. My Potty Party is a 10-day group training program, and I am so excited to offer it every single month. In just 10 days, your child will go from diapers to underpants, and it is a fun time, let me tell you. If you want more information about the Potty Party, you can check out the link in my bio and get more information about everything included in the Potty Party, or you can send me an email, missy@slumberandbloom.com. I would be so excited to have you. If you're not sure if your child is ready for potty training, then click the link in the description box down below and take my potty training readiness quiz. It is a very quick 4 or 5 question survey to see if your child is ready for potty training. And if you get an answer that says your child is definitely ready, then you should definitely come to the potty party and we will have a great time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with some of your friends who may be going through the same thing. And make sure to check out my older videos so you can see all the things potty training, and especially if you are still struggling with sleep, I also talk about sleep training every other week. So I will see you guys next time. Bye! You'd think by now I know how to set up the camera, but I don't. No, Timmy, you have to hold it.
No, Mommy, I can see you.
Aunt Karen in the house.
I love you. Shh, don't make any noise, okay?
Mommy, where's Dad?
Daddy's upstairs. You gotta be super quiet so I can finish my video.
Aunt Karen's accent's getting a little whack.
And I've completely lost my train of thought.
Well, that is certainly interesting.
Turn the page. This is one of my favorite cups. It says, Mama needs a mother effing nap. Completely inappropriate. Boys! Simon says, what was I going to say about that? Put your hands on your head and do a little dance. Say you should be playing with your... Really? Bottom line. You see why I don't like to film when anybody is home.
Blip.